Lo, 'tis a gala night. So wrote Edgar Allan Poe. Of course, being Poe, he was writing about death. But never mind, we're here to celebrate. Stranger than fiction is the theme of the 73rd Edgars. As I was preparing to speak here this evening, I found a photo from the third Edgars, the 1949 Edgar Awards dinner. It's in black and white, taken from a balcony overlooking a packed ballroom. Everyone is smiling up at the photographer. Men in suits with wide 40s lapels, women wearing corsages and hats. There's cigarettes and an air of cool sophistication. The photo has a big sleep vibe. And to my mind, also an aura of New Year's Eve at the Overlook Hotel. Maybe because the photo was snapped from above, possibly because at the edge of the crowd I spotted one of the banquet guests, Boris Karloff. Frankenstein's monster was looking dapper. Nothing about the photo was meant to be mysterious, but it gave me a frisson. That's because past MWA presidents like Raymond Chandler, and grandmasters like Stephen King, and Raven Award winners like that genius at visual suspense, Alfred Hitchcock, had primed me to view it through a chilling lens. And that skill goes back to Edgar Allan Poe. He was all about effect. He wrote to invoke the most vivid impressions of which the heart, the intellect, or the soul is susceptible. And we're the ones he's still affecting. Thanks to his legacy, I looked at that picture of a 1949 dinner and felt the presence of something eerie. Stories work on us. They can make us see a banquet photo not just as stranger than fiction, but stranger than real life. That's the power of the writing you all do. I look out at this room. I see people who electrify our imaginations and change our worldview. People who have contributed mightily through their novels and through their dedication to teaching about literature, story, and genre, through volunteering. The MWA board, Edgar's judges, and former presidents who are here tonight, including not just Jeffrey Deaver, but Walter Mosley. The MWA motto is crime doesn't pay enough. These people do more than enough. They give their time and expertise to nurture new writers, to support authors with long-standing careers, and to shine a light on diverse voices. They are paying back and paying forward. 73 years of Edgar Awards celebrations. That span of time encompasses grand masters including Agatha Christie, Daphne du Maurier, and James M. Cain. Raven Award winners including Angela Lansbury. The Muppets for Muppet Murders, and I do not remember that show going so dark. And two presidents, not name tag presidents like me, but actual US presidents, Bill Clinton and Franklin Roosevelt for Reader of the Year. As for Edgar, his influence has seeped into our cultural DNA. He now signifies suspense. Why do you think that in the new Star Wars trilogy we find a character named Poe? As we do in the immortal movie Con Air, but never mind. True, nervous, very, very dreadfully nervous I had been and am. That's the opening line of The Telltale Heart and may describe some of you. Nominees, I've been there. Managing expectations, acting cool, freaking out inside, trying not to spill your water all over yourself as you wait for your category to be called. And I'll tell you, pause a moment to take it all in. You've done the work. You've gotten here. Look around. There were much of the beautiful, much of the wanton, much of the bizarre, something of the terrible, and not a little of that which might have excited disgust. Again, that's Poe, again, writing about death. But breathe. Let's try this from The Fall of the House of Usher. It was indeed a tempestuous yet sternly beautiful night. See where you are. It's wonderful. From childhood's hour, I have not been as others were. I have not seen as others saw. I could not bring my passions from a common spring. Your passion and skill and imagination and artistry, as Poe wrote in the poem Alone, is indeed uncommon, and it fills this room to overflowing. I'll give one more line to Edgar. And now the music swells and the dreams live. We start with some special words. Are you ready? Here we go. Okay.